Hello, thank you for joining us today for the sneak peek preview of the new BCAA.com. My name is Joy. I'm the project manager for the web redesign project. Along with James, Brad, and Brooke, we're very excited to have this opportunity to showcase some of the design concept and significant advancements of the new website. Hope you will be as excited as we do after seeing this presentation. Why do we need a new website? It's been 6 years since the last website update. There's been a lot of new advancements in websites for us to catch up in terms of customer experience, online purchasing, and brand messaging. 6 years ago, only 5% of our web traffic was from mobile devices. Today, almost 40% of web traffic is from mobile, and this continues to increase. We need a site that's compatible for browsing on mobile devices. The design of the new site is aimed to meet the three principles: simplify, educate, and guide. Simplify the navigation on our website, educate the customers about the product and services, be their trusted advisor, and guide the users through purchasing flows to ensure ease of online purchases. As a result, you'll find a much simplified navigation on the website to improve usability. The images on the website communicate our brand and relates to our members. And this site is fully mobile responsive, meaning that its layout will adapt to the device you're on, whether it's a laptop, tablet, or a mobile phone. There are several technical advancements supporting the website. A new architecture, microservices, was introduced to reduce downtime when there's a need to change business rules in the system. And Content Editor was used to simplify real-time content updates and to deliver a more consistent look and feel across pages and sections on the site. 4 new functionalities introduced with this initial launch: mobile responsiveness, new membership buy flow. This is a more conversational buy flow experience that will be implemented on other flows in the future. There will be an artificial intelligence-powered chatbot allowing a more conversational interaction for frequently asked questions. The online booking for auto service center locations have been enhanced to allow customers to select the services and see the time available to book an appointment. In today's sneak peek preview, James will take you through the design experience, content strategy, and show you an example of a new area of the site, which we call #BCAA Saves the Day. Brad will then take you through the membership customer journey, from when you land on the site to completing the purchase of a new membership. He will show interaction with our new chatbot. Following that, Brute will take you through the roadmap of what's to come. Without further ado, I'll pass the presentation over to James.
In terms of sales channels, web is our number 2 store. But as Joy mentioned, we haven't invested in a full upgrade in over 6 years. It's no surprise that our current site has fallen behind in terms of ease of use, mobile optimization, and overall design aesthetic. As we embarked on the journey of building a new website, we wanted to deliver a solution center for customers, moving from the what to the why. This meant dramatically simplifying the user experience for all viewing devices, educating within our product categories, and facilitating ease of purchase for all products. In 3 words you've just heard, we wanted to simplify, educate, and guide. This involved extensive planning work both internally and externally with our web design partners. We met regularly with different groups to understand business requirements and customer needs. We then built an overall framework for the new website and detailed sitemaps for all products and sections of the site. Today, we're really excited to share the results of this work. So let's take a look. So here it is, the new BCAA.com website. The first thing you'll notice is the overall design has been updated to a more modern look and feel, simplifying the customer experience on the site and improving navigation. You'll see that the primary menu system at the top of the site has gone from 7 items down to just 3 on the new site, focusing on our 3 primary pillars of membership, insurance, and automotive. Going a step deeper, you'll see that we've supported this with an improved sitemap on the right-hand side of the screen, a new search functionality for those who like to find content that way too. You'll also see that we're consistently using imagery throughout the site that celebrates BC and the lifestyles of our customers. showcasing beautiful vistas of the province, our customers, and their lives down many roads. As we scroll down the site, you'll discover different ways for customers to explore the site, guiding them to products that meet their needs and educating them along the way. Plus, you'll see that the content adapts perfectly to any device such as mobile. And we've also simplified the language used on the site to provide clear, friendly messaging and avoiding jargon or complicated insurance terminology. We do this by always speaking with their point of view in mind and staying focused on the benefits we are bringing to them. Essentially, we want to provide them with helpful, trustworthy advice just like we do in our service locations. You'll also see examples of this in new sections of the site like the ways to save as a member or the BCA blog where you can find useful tips and articles to help you navigate life's many roads. We're actually in the process of developing over 40 pieces of content for the initial launch of the site. In effect, the new BCA.com site will act as the content hub from which we can amplify these pieces across our different digital channels such as social and email. These content pieces live within the BCA blog and the community sections of the site and are aggregated on different product pages of the site, contextually supporting the product offering. So say when you're in the automotive section, you'll see tips on buying cars or preparing for a Trans-Canada road trip. A great example of this content is the new #BCA Saves the Day campaign, encouraging members to share their stories of how our team has gone the extra mile to help them. We've developed 6 employee stories into larger-than-life creative executions that highlight their heroism for our members. In this example, Neil lifted a car off a man who slid in winter weather and got trapped under a vehicle. Let's take a quick look at a video of Anil's story.
I'm Anil Ragu, and I'm one of the emergency roadside service drivers. On that night, I was driving home. 2 guys came running up to my truck. Basically, they said, "We need your help, we need your help. There's a guy stuck." I grabbed the floor jack, ran over to see where the guy is, and then I realized, his whole body is right under the carriage of the vehicle. At that point, I took my jacked up the right front of the SUV, and then ran back, grabbed the jack stand out of the back of my truck, let the jack down, ran to the other side of the SUV, the driver's side, and at that point, jacked that up. Now the whole vehicle is off his body, and I just heard him make one big gasp. We give our energy and our time to the members. It also makes us feel good at the point that when we drive away, there's a smile on their face now.
And there you have it. That's a quick overview of the brand design of the new website.
Okay, now that James has shown you the overall, giving you an overall look at the site and the look and feel and the imagery, I'm going to show you a little bit about what it's like to buy a membership. So from the homepage, I've got a number of options for how I could buy a membership. I can go through the global navigation membership here. I could link through to join BCA here in our taskbar. I can continue to scroll down the page and learn a little bit more. And you'll notice here there's a call out about membership and how we can save money and save the day for our members. So I'm going to follow this Learn More link. This link takes you to the membership overview page. In this section, the membership section, we have an overview, we have a plans page, and we have a ways to save page. But I'm going to scroll down on the overview page and learn a little bit more about BCA in general. So here we talk about the power of membership and how we can help you save money, how we have other services like Evo and BCA Auto Service Centers, and how we're available in 120 countries worldwide. We also have at the top of this page, you'll notice 2 buttons. These are what we call action buttons. So these will let me, if I immediately know what I want to do, I could just link right into join or renew my membership from here. You'll find these components, these action buttons located across the site. So you'll see them in places like in the insurance area, you'll see buttons such as get a quote, renew my insurance, or make a claim. Same sort of position will be located in the top of the page across the website. As I scroll down, I can learn more about some of the features BCA has, like best-in-class insurance, exclusive partner savings, trusted auto service, Evo, and more. As I continue to scroll down the page, we present the 3 BCA membership types. So we have obviously our Basic, Plus, and Premier. And again, this is at a fairly high level, describes who the membership is best for at this stage. If I did know based on this which membership I wanted to choose, I could click on one of the buttons and be transported directly to buy the membership. But if I wanted to learn more about BCA, I can continue to scroll down the page. And here we feature our Ways to Save section. This is where we will be describing partner savings that we have at BCA. This same component will be used across the website, so you'll find different Ways to Save components on different pages featuring specific partners that are relevant to a given section. So in the auto section, we'll have auto-related partners, for instance. And if I wanted to learn more about any of these partners, I can scroll over and it will have a little pop-up, and I can actually click on the button and be taken to learn more about that specific partner if I wanted to. If I wanted to carry on down the page and learn a bit more, you'll see the BCA blog section. This is the area that James talked about, where we're going to be posting information about our trusted expert services and information. And then I get to the bottom of the page and we have our footer, which is a repeated information from the top navigation bar. So again, another way for people to navigate through the site. If I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to buy yet, I would click on the plans page and I can find even more detailed information. This section does have a lot more details on the different membership types. So if I scroll down, you'll see it's much more focused on membership plans. Again, the action portal buttons are still repeated. The blue product buttons are also here from the previous page, but you'll notice that there is now more detailed information about each type of membership. So if I wasn't sure what I wanted on the last page, I can view this page and I can actually see in a lot more detail what I get with each membership. If I knew what I wanted from here, I can choose to go into the buy flow and purchase a membership now. If I'm still not sure, I can continue down the page. And we have a full membership table that describes in detail all the features and benefits for each of the 3 membership types. And you can see that this feature, each feature row has a collapsible menu, and you can get more information on each of the services that we provide in more detail. And in some cases where there's even more information, we have a learn more link, and we have what we call a slider, and that takes me over to a pop-up window, or what we call a modal window, showing more information about the given service. And I'll scroll down the page. You can see even more information about the membership types that we offer. And if I'm still not quite sure, at the bottom of the page we've got the chatbot feature that Joy talked about at the beginning. This is a service that will allow members to ask questions and get answers to questions that they may not have answered based on what they've seen so far. So if I wanted to know things like, what is Kids Go Free? I can ask the question and the answer will come back with more information and a link to even more detailed information about that. If I wanted to find out about how I update my credit card, which is a common question we get, that information will also be presented, directing people to go to the My Account area and they can update it from there. So that's a look at the chatbot feature. It's quite useful. We also have other ways to get in touch with BCA, including links to the locations, who to call, and how to email. Now that I've learned all about BCA's memberships, I'm ready to buy a new membership. So from the plans page, I'm going to select our action button for Join BCA, which I'll do by clicking on that button. The next screen it's going to present me with is ask me which of the plans I want to choose. In this case, I think I'm going to go with Plus, so I'm going to click Choose Plus. From here, it allows me to confirm that, yes, that's the one that I want. Shows me the Plus membership. Gives me the option to add RV coverage at this point if I wanted to. In this case, I'm not going to, but if I wanted to, I could check the checkbox and add RV. And I'm going to click Check to proceed. Now, the first screen in the buy flow process will ask me whether I need roadside assistance right away, and it will warn me of the limitations that I have if I do want roadside assistance immediately. In this case, I don't need roadside assistance, so I'm going to say no. This is the screen that's going to ask me to provide my name and my address and so on. My address, city, my postal code, and my phone number, and I have a choice of selecting mobile, home, or work, and then my email address. And at the bottom of the screen, I've got the option to join the BCA Rewards newsletter list. We don't check that by default, but you have the option to opt in here, so I'm going to say yes to that. And I'll take a moment here and just point out we have a live chat button that shows up all the way through the membership buy flow process. And this is a live chat system that is looked after by the MCC agents, and so if I had an actual question I needed to ask somebody in real time, I could check the live chat, click on the live chat button, and I'd be able to interact with somebody in the contact center and get my question answered immediately. But I have no questions, so I'm going to say next. At this point, it asks if I'd like to add a family member. It reminds me, or it shows me that I can add somebody for as low as $50, which is dynamic. It will show me the lowest price person I could possibly add. And since I selected Plus, it also lets me know that I can add a Kids Go Free membership. Of course, that would be available if I was buying a Plus or a Premier membership. In this case, I'm also just going to jump up to the top of the screen and show the progress bar. This shows me how far I've gotten so far. At the moment, I'm in step 3 of 5, and it shows me the steps I've finished and the 2 steps that I have to go. It also shows me in the top right, I can also see a shopping cart, and this shows me the amount of the memberships that I've purchased to date and the cost so far. But let's say I'd like to add a family member. It presents me with the different options that I can add for that particular type of membership. So in this case, because I've got a Premier Premier plan, I can choose Kids Go Free. But I'm going to add a Plus Associate for the first membership. Type in the name and birth date for that person. Click Next. From here, I can add another family member. So in this case, I'm going to add a Kids Go Free member. I'm going to say select Kids Go Free, and I'm going to say Next. Add the birth date for that person. And because I've put in a birth date for somebody who's well over 16, it's warned me that I should choose an adult plan, but in this case I've just typed it in wrong. So I'm going to put in a proper date, and then I'm going to click Next. Now it's showing me a summary of people I've selected as associates, and those are the people I want. If I did want to go back and remove somebody, I've got the option to either remove or edit. Say I spelled Sue's name wrong, I can do that, or if I wanted to update the plan, I can also do that at this stage. But I'm going to say next and continue. At this point I get presented with a summary screen. It lets me see everything I've gotten so far. So it tells me I've got a plus membership plan for the primary member. I can edit it if I want to. It shows me the primary's information, the address, the birth date, and so on that's available or that I've entered. Again, if I wanted to change it, I could click edit, and it shows me my family members that I've added so far with all of their information. So again, it lets me confirm I've got all the right information, make sure we don't have any misspellings, and that everybody's got the right birth dates listed. If I scroll down to the bottom of the page, it gives me my total for the membership. We have pre-checked automatic renewal, and if I do uncheck it, it does let me uncheck it. But if I do that and I happen to have had a promotion, it would warn me that I may lose my promotional benefits. So in this case, I'm going to leave automatic renewal checked and click confirm purchase. As you can see, I've tried to confirm purchase without reading the terms and conditions, checking it off, so I've done that. If I wanted to read the detailed terms and conditions, I can pull that up from this link here. So I'm going to say confirm purchase now and move on to the payment screen. So now I've been taken over to the Moneris secure payment form, and here I can enter my credit card details. Credit card expiration date, and click submit. And from there, it's going to take me back to BCAA after successfully completing the transaction. And I've successfully completed, and it welcomes me to the BCA family, which is a much nicer message than we have on our old site. It tells me I'm going to get an email confirmation, and it tells me when to expect the card to arrive in the mail. And again, this is all something that on our current site we have had complaints about and concerns about, so we're putting that information right up front for the member. If I scroll down, it shows me the payment information, which credit card I bought it on, summarizes the amounts, and at the bottom of the screen it shows me my membership number for each of the members that's covered and their expiry dates, and those memberships are live in the Neat system immediately. Let's look at the new membership buy flow.
You've heard about all the great stuff that we'll be launching next weekend. Now you're probably wondering what's next. Immediately after launch, we're focused on completing the membership buy flow. This will include renewals and changes or additions. At the same time, we're in the process of designing the new home insurance buy flow, with the expectation that this will launch towards the end of Q1 or the beginning of Q2. What's even more exciting is that by enhancing our buy flow online, we'll also be making improvements to the sales process for our service location and MCC agents. And the travel insurance buy flow will be tackled in the second half of fiscal 18. Outside of the buy flows, we'll be working on implementing some of the more complex design enhancements that will add that extra wow factor to our website. There are also other features and tools that we've identified, such as a membership decision tool and personalization. These features are currently being prioritized and will be implemented based on the priority set by our cross-functional stakeholder group.
So, you've seen the site and you've heard about the roadmap. This project takes an agile approach with a focus on empowerment, collaboration, and continuous learning and improvement. As Brooke mentioned, there will be continuous releases and enhancements after this initial launch. This website is also a product of true collaboration across multiple teams and agencies. Marketing and IS teams work closely with our design agency, DDB, and partner with Blast Radius to build the site. We also have input from CXO and RAC on the rollout communications. Like the Oscars, I can't call out everyone, but as you can see, there are many more involved in the design and input on various parts of the overall journey. Last but not least, the launch date. We will be switching over to the new site on the evening of the 29th. Barring any unforeseeable circumstances, you will see the new website on the morning of the 30th. We only gave you a glimpse of the site today. Make sure to check out the site when it's live, and check back regularly as it continues to evolve. Thank you.